Sonic Roundup. The Sonic Roundup. Our Lord and Savior, the Sonic Roundup. Alright, so it's your boy, and we are back with another episode of the Sonic Roundup. You know, the show where I cover a bunch of Sonic news topics and put them together in one video so it's nice and small, like the amount of positive comments I get on Twitter. So we have got a lot of shit to talk about today. First of all, we're going to start with Sonic Chronicles because we've got some new news on that. Then we're going to go into Sonic Unleashed Ultimate because apparently people are talking about that now. We're going to get into why that is being talked about. And then we've got some more Sonic Rangers leaks, and these guys are not playing around with the information in quotes that they have to share with us today. So without further ado, as Dashi used to say, let's do the shit. So yes, if you saw the intro of the video, you're probably thinking, why is he calling it Sonic Chronicles for? Is that a new thing? No, it's Sonic Ultimate in quotes. It's just oh, we've got a lot of information on Sonic Ultimate, and okay, so we got some more gameplay, and we saw Sweet Mountain Act 2, and let's just say I'm glad you can toggle the music in the settings because they actually thought they could release that cheap sounding shit. But yes, we got some Sweet Mountain Act 2 gameplay, and that music, my god. Is it even confirmed that we can change the music? I mean, I guess because we heard original music on the Planet Wisp Act 4 footage, I guess we assumed we could, but I'm not 100% certain yet. I really hope you can, because those remixes are sounding kind of arse. To be fair, Otani did give us an Aquarium Park remix, and that one is sounding kind of decent. Not better than the original in my opinion, but it's a worthy remix. But the Sweet Mountain one was sounding like some cheap, like, I don't know what sounds dude picked when he was making that shit. Like, he synthesified the whole shit. Like, I don't know why I'm saying these made up terms. I make beats, but the shit sounded cheap is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, we got more information to talk about. It says here, new details on Tails save and customizations in new Sonic Colors Ultimate into view. We know Sonic is amazing, we know he's great, and we're not just willing to let him go into the sunset because there's so much potential. In an interview with Shaq News, not the basketball player, Sonic Colors Ultimate producer Aaron Roseman from Blind Squirrel Entertainment gave more details related to the upcoming remaster. And if it wasn't clear already, I said it was Sonic Colors Chronicles because the music was us. You know, Sonic Chronicles had us music, so yeah. Anyway, I'm not gonna go through this whole interview because a lot of it is just worshipping our Lord and Savior the Sonic, and Sonic is gonna come back with Rangers better than ever. Well, he didn't say Rangers, but just basically, yeah, we're gonna be doing good things. Stay tuned to the Sonic. Well, I'm just gonna focus on the new shit. It says here, remake or remaster? Roseman clarified that Ultimate is a remaster rather than a remake. That was fucking obvious. I mean, the shit looks like ass, but as Blind Squirrel have taken the source code from the original colors and adapted it. He also confirmed that all music tracks have been remixed for Ultimate. I'd say it's more of a remaster more than a remake. We take the source code and we've updated a lot of the visuals, introduced a lot of new gameplay features, remixed all of the music tracks, and introduced new unlockable content for the Sonic. The producer also addressed the misconception in regards to remasters, with some fans concerned that certain segments were artificially upscaled. He said that the truth is that automated processes don't always work, so it requires the hand touch of an artist to go in there and make sure everything looks nice and dark. And they mentioned the Tails save again. I'm not going to read all of this. I want to focus on this new 100 rings feature. It says here, the producer also disclosed a brand new feature, which is the 100 rings ring. So I guess, you know, like how you got like a 10 ring, you know, there's 100 rings. Not only is it a ring bonus, but when it is obtained, Sonic can turn invincible to help players progress through stages. So I guess this is their kind of workaround for removing lives, because usually when you get 100 rings, you get a life. Oh, wait, this doesn't even come when you get 100 rings. You have to get the 100 rings ring particularly, and it gives you invincibility. Why not just give you invincibility? I don't know. I mean, I guess this way you get rings and invincibility, but you don't even need the rings because there's no lives. So unless you're using the rings to buy something, which I don't think that's the case, because apparently you use the medals to buy something, what's even the point of giving me 100 rings? Like, one ring enough to keep me alive, right? And that's all I need. But yeah, that's the information on Tails save from the article on Tails channel, and from the tweet from Tails channel, we got footage of Tails save that was taken from the Sonic the Hedgehog live stream that was accidentally showing Tails saving Sonic. And as you can see, it pretty much takes you to the closest possible point to where you were before, but obviously there were falling platforms there, so they couldn't put you right where the falling platforms were, but right before that, Tails takes you and puts you there. So for those of you who thought checkpoints were too far away in colors or life's made the game too difficult, there you go, that's your Tails save. Customizations and cutscenes. Another point highlighted was the player's ability to customize Sonic in-game, from his shoes and gloves to his boost aura. It's a new feature previously unseen in the series. In the series? Fuck? Have you played Rivals? What the fuck are you talking about? Unseen in the series. The player can now customize Sonic's shoes and gloves, and we're introducing something kind of new to the franchise, which is boosting auras. How is that new to the franchise? There's two parts to it, which are one, the boost itself, which when you boost in the game, you can choose what kind of effects will follow Sonic, like a rainbow, and then there's auras, which are just an aura to make Sonic feel more powerful in the game. So feel more powerful, but actually not more powerful. Okay, I mean, I guess you can customize the rainbow from the original colors, you know, in the boost, or I don't know. It was also confirmed that the game's cutscenes are going to be re-rendered. We have taken all the raw files and upgraded them to higher resolutions up to 4K, said Roseman. Although after that happened, Sega of Japan tweeted about Sonic Colors Ultimate, and they showed what appeared to be not re-rendering the cutscenes in genuine 4K, but just taking the 480p cutscenes and using AI to make them less blocky. It appears that it's not actually 4K or true 4K. So I don't know what's going on with that. People were really upset with that. Maybe it'll look better in the final game. Maybe it's just tweet compression. I don't know, but that doesn't look like a 4K image. If they really had the raw files, that would look way sharper, okay? And you know it's not the original game because the original colors were so pixelated in the cutscenes that you could tell the difference between the AI upscale version and the original game. So you're probably thinking, Prem, what's your thoughts on this? Like, what are you feeling about Colors Ultimate? Honestly, like, I don't even care. I'm not mad anymore. I don't care. Like, it's clear that visually this thing is going to be mostly inferior. I mean, the HUD is obviously the nicer looking thing. They've redesigned the HUD. I like that. But the visuals depends on the zone, honestly. Like, Sweet Mountain looks close to original. Planet Wisp looks kinda almost close to the original. But it seems like most of these zones are either ranging from very inferior to the original or kind of close to the original in quality. None of them truly look better, like, for me to definitively look at a zone and go, this looks so much better than the original. Like, I mean, I guess it's a remaster, so you're not expecting anything like major, but at the bare minimum you'd think that everything would look better than the original instead of having to debate which zones look better than the original or which zones look kind of close to the original quality. It seems like a bit of a mess. And the remix music, some's good, some isn't. You know, it's what I'm not mad because at the end of the day, Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania is coming out this year, and that is a full-blown remake of the first 3 Monkey Ball games, and that's going to be my game of the year. And when Sega does things right, they do things right, and that's what they're doing with Monkey Ball. So I don't have the energy to be mad about Sonic Colors. Like, it's not like they're doing Unleashed dirty or some shit like that. If they were doing Unleashed dirty, like, I'll be feeling it right now. But you know what? It's cool. Like, they did an okay job at the remaster. Nothing spectacular. It's not no iCarly's 50th web show. But at the end of the day, if you guys are fine with it, then cool. Cop. You know? I'll be playing some Monkey Ball this year. I don't give a fuck. Anyway, on to a more important game, Sonic Unleashed, right? People have been talking about Sonic Unleashed Ultimate a lot. For the record, I talked about this years ago. You can check out my video Sonic Unleashed Remastered where I gave my thoughts on how they should handle a Sonic Unleashed remastering. Not a remake, but a remaster. I know people like to get that confused. Companies be doing the same shit as well. But I already detailed exactly how I would do it. I don't think I'll change any of my thoughts from that video for the most part, so I'm not going to re-say anything there. But I want to bring up this topic because people seem to think we're getting Sonic Unleashed Ultimate announced around the corner. So let's see why people are coming up with this random shit. So it all started off with the Summer Games Fest. That's basically like one of those wannabe E3 events. I reacted to it on my non-Sonic channel, link in the description. But in that event, they showed a teaser for a Sonic Symphony where they're going to basically be performing Sonic music in an orchestral format live. That event is going to be on the 23rd of June, but they showed a teaser earlier in June before E3, and in that teaser, they chose out of all the games to show the one that was of mixed reception, which is Sonic Unleashed. Which led people to think, why would they pick Unleashed out of all games? Like, must be Unleashed Ultimate coming right round the corner. Now that was was just the beginning. I mean, at the end of the day, you could just say, well, Unleashed has got an orchestral soundtrack. It makes sense, right? Cool. Next thing you know, IGN start removing Sonic review scores from their website. They removed Sonic Unleashed score from their website. And if you remember IGN Sonic Unleashed review, it was horrible. Horrible. They trashed the game. Harder than 06. Like, if I was a casual, like I hadn't been playing Sonic since, say, like SA2 Heroes, and I looked at IGN's 06 review, then I looked at their Unleashed review, I would think Unleashed was like complete dog shit. Like, just looking at their review. Like, but anyway, they removed the score for it from their website, but then they also removed the score for Sonic Generations and Sonic Adventure. So I don't know how this would even add any credibility to an Unleashed Ultimate, given that they just removed 3 Sonic games scores. Like, some people say, oh, they're gonna re-review it, give it its due diligence. Well, as for Generations and Adventure, they already got good scores, so if they're re-reviewing it, the odds are they're probably gonna get lower scores. But as for Unleashed, I mean, they probably wouldn't go lower than the, what did they give it, a 4.5? IGN, I think it was GameSpot that gave them like a 3 for Unleashed. But either way, the review itself is still up, like the text with him calling the game like garbage. And I don't think this is some IGN change of heart. I don't think this is hinting at an Unleashed Ultimate or anything like that. But there was one more thing that led people to start to get all Unleashed Ultimates coming. Marza tweeted some shit. If you don't know who they are, they've been doing a lot of CGI for Sonic the Hedgehog games and stuff like that. They did the intro CGI for Sonic Unleashed, and they did Night of the Werehog, which is an animation that they used to promote Sonic Unleashed, and it's really good. I suggest watching it. And they tweeted about that in 2019, where they show like the ghost characters from Night of the Werehog, but then they quote tweeted it on the 18th of June, which is just last week, and then they said, stay tuned for next week, which made people go, what the fuck? What are they doing? Like, I know we're getting the Sonic Symphony on the 23rd of June, and that is Sonic's birthday, so people are assuming and hoping that this symphony that they're going to be doing live, and I'm going to be doing a live reaction stream to that, people are assuming that we're going to get some kind of reveal there, and that maybe it's going to be Unleashed related. So you're probably thinking, what the fuck do I think about this? And I don't believe that we're getting an Unleashed Ultimate. Look, I would love, I mean capital LOVE, to be wrong about this. I just don't think we're getting an Unleashed Ultimate based on this information. Now, to be fair, I'm not saying we couldn't get a port of Unleashed. Ultimate and a port are two different things, right? Colors Ultimate is the first true like Ultimate port they've done for a modern Sonic game. Usually they're just kind of re-releasing classic games and shit like that. This is the first time they're actually re-releasing a modern game and like doing kind of a bonus content kind of thing. Well, okay, actually SADX kind of did that. They added content and stuff like that, and they did remove some of the lighting effects, so it kind of is just like SADX really, but they don't do it often. And I would imagine that they'll probably want to wait until Colors Ultimate comes out, see how it sells before they go and announce an Unleashed Ultimate, right? I mean, Colors is Izuka's baby, right? He's gonna go in and add extra whisks and make it piss easy, like he's gonna do all that shit. But for Unleashed, I feel like he's gonna do like a quick port, call it a day. Colors, they couldn't do that because they were using Nintendo code, and Nintendo wouldn't allow them to put that on other platforms, so they had to put it in a whole new engine, which is why the visuals are so fucked up. They couldn't just bump up the resolution, port it, call it a day. But with Unleashed, it's on the same engines as Generations, which is already on PC, it's already on consoles, so it'll be way less of work to port it, which means they could just do a straight port, get it to 60 FPS, get it to 4K, call it a day. You might think, oh, they want to go in and make it easier and tweak this and remove that and do. I just feel like Izuka doesn't care enough about Unleashed to really go in and edit it. He would just say, oh, some fans want it, let's straight port it and they'll buy it or whatever. It's cheaper to port than Colors. We'll port it, get some. I don't know. Like, Izuka isn't even credited on Unleashed. If you look at the credits, he's only there as a special thanks. He didn't really work on the game, so it's not his love child like the way Colors is. I don't think he would go the extra mile for a game that wasn't well received. Just silently port it onto consoles and shit digitally, maybe not even a physical release, and just tweet about it and say, hey, you can get Unleashed on modern consoles now, and it'll probably be cheaper than Colors Ultimate, and they won't promote it heavily. They'll just kind of just put it there. I don't know. Like when Lost World came to Steam, that shit really wasn't pushed, right? Either way, I'm not convinced that it's coming anytime soon, but I do believe that if we were getting some kind of Unleashed port, it'd probably just be a straight port and not an Ultimate version if it's coming anytime soon. And honestly, I prefer the port. I don't think they could do an Ultimate justice. I feel like they'd mess it up, you know? I just feel like if they port it, then they can't fuck it up too much, right? But if they start going in and let's make this easier, let's change that, let's add this wisp here, let's move the goal ring backwards in the whale levels because some people take too long in them and don't have to beat them quickly. Like, I don't want that. Speaking of things I don't want, this latest Sonic Rangers leak. Yes, it seems like another teenager is bored on the internet and they've decided to take that out on Reddit and give us another Sonic Rangers leak to let us know what is in the game. and I don't believe this one to be true, but we're desperate for news and it's kind of an interesting one, so let's go through it and see what I think about it. So it says here, Sonic Rangers information dump. Sorry, Sega. I'm using an alternate account so Sega doesn't send the Yakuza after me. So don't you go thinking it's suspicious that I made this account today. Okay. Hey everyone, I'm a playtester on the new Sonic game coming 2021. So you're gonna leak the shit and you can't even use the confirmed information of 2022 release in your fucking leak? You mentioned 2021? The fuck is wrong with these leakers, man? God damn. I played the game very recently, about a month ago, so I'm hoping this can give more info on the current state of the game. The game is called Sonic Rangers. The only true playable character is Sonic. Eggman is not in the game except for being briefly mentioned by Tails in the opening. The main antagonists are the cyberspace demons, which are just a bunch of digital monsters from cyberspace. Yes, they are cyberspace demons. Near the end, they all fuse into this big tree robot that you fight as Super Sonic, so that's really the closest thing to a main antagonist. Basically copying the actual legitimate leaks from before Sonic Central so as to make his leaks seem more legitimate. However, some old enemies do appear. Those purple emu robot things from Forces are super common in this game, and traditional things like crab meat and caterpillar are still there. The story is basically a ghost girl named Miranda accidentally unleashes a portal to cyberspace on an island Sonic happens to be visiting to find the Chaos Emeralds for Tails. However, his priorities soon change from helping Tails to saving the island from the cyberspace demons. There is currently no voice acting, but there are subtitles. In terms of what Sonic can do, there is the previously leaked spin cycle, but most of the other things you unlock from the skill tree are just buffs. However, you can find Tails' iPad thing from previous games hidden on the island, which summons Tails, which opens a whole new section on the tree focusing on Tails' abilities. He helps you in combat and can fly you around, but that's basically it. He also talks constantly, which even without voice acting can get quite annoying. You also unlock a Miranda focus section of the skill tree before the final boss. She can heal you and fly you around like Tails, but weaker, but that's literally it. Super Sonic has his own section on the skill tree as well. No red star rings at all. There are 7 cyberspace levels. They each have only one act, but are pretty well paced. They have really loud, high energy music, and each one is covered with Sonic imagery. Well, I mean, they're Sonic levels. What do you mean covered with Sonic? Right, of course they're covered with Sonic. You know what the fuck? You collect the Chaos Emerald from each one. The Chaos Emerald now has unique patterns on them. One had polka dots and one had stripes, for example. Okay, what the fuck? There are 3 tribes on the island. One is Echidnas, no Knuckles, but near endless references to him. The Echidnas come in lots of different colors. No explanation for how they came to be. The second is the Zeti mentioned in Sonic Lost World. No Deadly Six though. They're designed much more similarly to regular Sonic characters. The third is Mushroom People. There is not very much to say about them except that Sonic occasionally gets high while in their oh my god, what the fuck is this dude writing about? I'm just gonna skim through this shit, man. There's a bit of customization. You can change Sonic shoes, gloves, blah, blah, blah. Standard Sonic, movie Sonic unlocked for beating the game. Classic Sonic, this isn't actually the same as the classic Sonic from Generations. It's like the 8-bit Mario costume from Odyssey. So basically, like, they're gonna take the sprites and put them in 3D. Like, yeah, that's gonna look really ugly as fuck. Like when Odyssey did it, it was ugly as well. It's not the same as like when Odyssey had those little 2D sections where you could see like 8-bit Mario. This is like in the 3D world, right? Metal Sonic, I want to note that this changes Tails to Tails though. Rockstar Sonic, unlocked by doing the Rock Guy side quest. Not Sonic as a rock star, but Sonic made of rocks. Wow, I thought it was gonna be some underground shit. The skins change what Sonic and Tails look like and nothing else. The environment is mostly just forest. There are differences based on if you're a specific tribe territory, and there's volcano, a beach, a giant tower with a big rock guy on it. There are also these little rock guys that you take up the tower to the big rock guy. There's not much point in doing this other than the Rockstar Sonic skin. I can confirm that they make very annoying sounds. These things are scattered everywhere. They come out of enemies when you kill them. You can get them from puzzles. Some of the tribe people will even sell them to you. That's all the information I have, everyone. Also, I'm sorry, but I really have no way to back this up as true. So silly as it sounds, you're just going to have to trust me. And then he also replies to say, also there are wisps, but only in the cyberspace levels. So, I mean, that's probably the only thing I believe in this whole fucking thing. Well, that's not true. There's some other things that he just mentioned from previous, more credible leaks, so those things would probably be true as well. Anything that he added himself, I'm not convinced is true. It sounds like some teenager who had a dream about Sonic Rangers and decided to make a leak about it. But at the end of the day, It's a mid leak. I don't want this to be true. I mean, it doesn't really say much at the end of the day, because to know if the game's gonna be good or not, we need to see the level design and like how intricate these portals are. Are they actually gonna challenge us? Are they gonna baby us like Sonic Colors Ultimate? What are the boost levels like? What's the open world like? We need to see that, right? We need gameplay. So all this text and shit, even if this was 100% true, this wouldn't reassure me of anything. And obviously there's no way it's true, because it's just a fanboy trying to get some likes. So there's really not much to say on it except mid-leak, try harder next time, and yeah, give us Rangers gameplay. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for today's The Sonic Roundup. Let me know what you guys think about all of this information. Are you looking forward to Sonic Colors Ultimate? Do you think we're getting some kind of Sonic Unleashed port or Ultimate version? And what do you think about this Sonic Rangers leak? Do you think it has any credibility to it? And when do you think we're gonna see gameplay on Sonic Rangers? And also, what did you think of the intro, man? I spent ages making that fucking intro, so. But yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. Make sure to check out the non-Sonic channel. The link will be in the description. But that's all I have to say right now. So, the Premy out.